Hey guys, today I'm going to talk about what do we spending our money on and why based on the spending habits. I'll be using a vlog form video to discuss about this topic. So this is my 3-month spending based on different categories such as food, entertainment, videos, daily use, clothes and others. We can see from this pie graph that I spend on most on food and least on video games. First of all, we know that spending habits are recurring, sometimes involuntary routines and practice that you engage in around using money to buy experience, service, and things. Some of my spending during the 3 months was on necessities, but a lot of it was spent after I realized the actual price of the items. I brought most on food because I think they could make me happy and mentally feeling that I'm able to afford this because they are not the most extravagant. So I usually spend my money on many desserts, boba, barbecues, fruits and vegetables like carrots and potatoes, and other meals that I enjoy with my friends. According to an epidemiological study, increasing spending on food is associated with better diet quality, particularly increased consumption of fruits and vegetables, leading to healthier weight and reduced risk of cardiometabolic disease such as diabetes and cardiovascular problems. In these 3 months, I also spent on entertainment such as tickets for animation, comic, game, novel exhibitions, and sometimes I like to go to the mall to play clockering machines. There are a lot of traveling expenses also, like visiting art museum or San Francisco. I think the reason that people like to spend on entertainment is because they love movies, musical concerts, and sport events, and other outdoor activities. Plus, because of the COVID-19, many people like me can't go outside during the quarantine. They spend more in this category than they spend on goods and service for personal care. Secondly, I spend more on other items such as birthday gifts from friends, pets, toys, some cosmetics I like, and many baking materials. Although these are not necessities, they bring me pressures and much of the spending is based on my hobbies. I think people like to spend money on their hobby is because they are passionate about it. To most, it brings happiness, peace, joy, and fulfillment, and this is worth more than money to some. Although I also spend a lot of money on buying clothes such as skirts, pants, or socks, but I value the fabric materials and comfort more. So in this regard, we'll spend higher prices to buy good quality clothes. However, I don't really spend much on daily supply because many of the essentials I brought can be saved for a long time, such as shampoos or humidifiers, purchased within 3 months for a long time use. The last thing I spend the most on is video games because that's my way to relax and only use it for playing with my friends. I have brought Little Nightmares and Splatoon 3 games on Nintendo Switch. I think people are eager to spend money on video games because the reward center in the brain release dopamine in response to a pleasurable experience or excessive anxiety during gameplay, especially since people are prohibited from playing outside during the COVID-19. Video games are a way of life that allows them to play at home. Through the 3 months of consumption data and recording, I conclude that the most important categories in my spending habits are food, entertainment, video games, daily supplies, clothes, and others. I spend more on food and drink because food gave me value for my emotion. Buying fruits and vegetables allowed me to absorb more nutrients and energy. In terms of entertainment, I can get proper relaxation and experience going to different places. On the other hand, I would spend more money on the quality of my clothes. In addition, I spend money on materials that I need for my hobbies such as cooking, baking, cosmetics, and additional gifts for my friends. I didn't really buy a lot of necessities during the 3 months because many of the daily supplies will last for a long time after I bought them. Although I spend the least on video games, it is an essential part of my life because I can gather friends together, and it plays a big role in the COVID-19 period. I think the spending in these 3 months need to be adjusted should be food and drink because appropriate reduction of high sugar and high calories foods can avoid health risks and diseases such as fried chickens and milk teas, as I mentioned before. Eventually, all the data and information I record helped me to see spending patterns and the motivation behind them. I realized that people sometimes spend with restraint, but also spend with reckless abandon. So we should consider whether to buy anything within the range of our own spending abilities. And these are the resource websites that I found.